Hey friends, Allison here with a new scrapbook layout to share with you today. Welcome back to my channel. So this layout is a mixed media layout. I found these square tiles on Cricut in Cricut Design Space. I'd never seen them before and I absolutely loved them and felt inspired to use them. What I wanted to do was create an ombre effect on those three tiles. They're roughly what are they? 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 square. So what I decided to do to add the mixed media ombre color was take 2 spray mists that I had in my stash. So I used the new Salvage Patina Distress Oxide Spray by Tim Holtz, Ranger, both, I'm not sure who, but it's the Salvage Patina. And I also used Heidi Swap Color Shine in Navy. I sprayed the Salvaged Patina first. You saw it at the beginning of the video. And then I sprayed the Color Shine over top of it. Even though it didn't really create an ombre effect like I wanted it to, it created a mottled effect. And it still works. I just love it. I was so excited about the way that it came out. I also knew that I wanted to add some stamping. So I cut the clouds, also cut with my Cricut, and then I stamped them. That was actually take 2. I originally thought that I would hand stitch the clouds and then the suns that will be added later on. I realized as I started hand stitching them that they were too small and it wasn't really going to work out. So I tossed those, went back to the drawing board and decided to just use pattern paper for the sun and plain white cardstock for the clouds, but I decided to stamp them. So I just found a little asterisk, actually, of all things, and stamped that in a repeated pattern across the clouds. And they are super cute too. I did find a way to incorporate my hand stitching. So I created a border near the top and then roughly halfway down the page, and it's going to basically act as a bracket to hold everything in that area. The journaling, which will be added last, does drop below the bottom portion of stitching, but that was intended. The stitching here actually ended up being a total last minute addition. I didn't know how else to include hand stitching, even though I knew I wanted hand stitching. And in the end, this is what I came up with. And I actually really like it. I just used black embroidery floss, all 6 strands, and carried it across the page. So now I'm attaching my suns. There are 3 of them. Now the clouds are going on as well. They're being attached with a mixture of adhesive tape and foam squares as well. I used foam squares on the items that I knew weren't going to be covered up or have anything necessarily sitting over top of them. And then the ones that I knew was going to have stuff over it or have stuff sitting on top of it, I left flat. Right now I'm working on the title. That is being attached with foam squares. This is actually just part of the title. The title in this layout is a long one, and it's a mixture of die cutting, which I'm adhering right now, and which was also cut with my Cricut, and the other part is stamping. So I am working on the stamping right now. I use acrylic blocks from Close to My Heart. I wanted to point these out because I absolutely love using their acrylic blocks. They have a white line, I was showing you that just a moment ago, on all of their stamps, so that if you are going to stamp with alphas or any stamp really, you can line it up and ensure that it's straight. And I love that built-in tool in each of their stamping blocks. They also have a wide variety of stamping blocks as well. They come in all different sizes, from as small as 1 by 1 inch to as big as like 5 by 4 inches roughly. So they have lots of different stamping blocks to choose from. I will include links to two Close to My Heart shops down in the description box below, so you can check them out if you are interested. They are by area, so I have a friend in the United States that can help you out, and then a friend here in Canada that would be happy to help you out as well. So I am working on my stamping. I thought that I would include the stamping in this video because I don't do that very often, and I think it's nice to see the process and see how it's done, even if I do get my big head in the way. I'm just adding a die cut arrow. I was so impressed that this arrow cut, because usually the more intricate, finicky images, if they're smaller, don't cut very well with my Cricut. And this one cut quite well, so I was quite happy. I'm just finishing adding my journaling right now. There was a whole chunk that I ended up cutting out because somehow I am recording my videos in slow-mo. I'm not sure how that's happening. It's happened a few times. So I'll have to pay a little more attention and see what it is that I'm doing wrong. I'm just adding one phrase sticker that I cut into two to the bottom of my photo. This is a photo of one of the twins, and the story in this layout is about how COVID affected her and the changes in her that I saw over the last year, and I think is related to COVID. I do include a little bit of washi tape at the top of her photo, which by the way is 2 by 3 inches, and it's matted to white cardstock as well, so it's slightly bigger than that. I'm working on the washi tape right now. I'm just adding it to some scrap white cardstock just to keep the colors in the washi tape more vibrant. And then I'm gluing it to the top of the photo. And on my daughter's suggestion, actually the one that is in the layout, she suggested that I add more washi tape below the first part of the title, which is "That's Enough." And in the end, actually, I do add it because I think it looks pretty cute. For a little bit of bling, I'm adding some Close to My Heart shimmer brush and clear just to the centers of the suns. Here comes that last little bit of washi tape, and this layout is pretty well done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this layout inspired you, and I hope the techniques that I used in today's layout inspired you as well. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're interested in learning more about the Cricut or viewing more Cricut designed projects, definitely hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that you can customize your notifications so you are notified every time I post a new video. That's it for me today, friends. I will be back again soon with more creative inspiration. I do have close-ups coming up as well. They'll be coming up in just a second. And that's it. Enjoy the rest of your week, friends. I will be back again soon. Bye.